All right, here we are again. We are doing lesson 28 today. And whoop, there we go. Today we're going to get into some word problems, but don't panic because they're actually pretty doable ones. And I think you're going to feel great. So we have Gia measures her rectangular garden and finds the width is 9 yards and the length is 7 yards. Estimate to draw Gia's garden and label the side lengths. So I have a 9 by 7. I'm actually going to make it a 7 by 9 just based on this space I have. So we'll make this 7 yards and then we have this as 9 yards. When you're drawing, just make sure that your side lengths match the measurement in terms of, a decent estimation. B, what is the area of Gia's garden? So we would take Gia's garden and we would take the area as 7 yards times 9 yards. So the area of Gia's garden is what 7 times 9? Yep. 63 yards what? Yes, squared. Okay, 63 yards squared because it is the inside area. It's as if we tiled the inside. What is the perimeter of Gia's garden? Now, the perimeter is the boundary, right? So if I'm looking at Gia's garden, I can see she has two sides that are a 7 and a 9, plus another, right? 7 and 9 if I work my way around, and I get 16 plus 16. If I stack to add them, just to be accurate, whoops, got to write down the right number, I get 32. So I have 32 yards, right? And these ones are not square units because we're just working around this line. On number 2, it says Elijah draws a square that has side lengths of 8 centimeters. Now it's only giving us one measurement here because it's telling us it's a square. And we know that squares have all equal side lengths. So when we draw his square, we know that we can actually just label one side because that is a way of cluing somebody else looking at this into the fact that all sides are equal. We have what is the area of Elijah's square? So we have area is equal to 8 width times length, 8 times 8. So the area of this square is 64 square centimeters. And I'm going to write it a different way just so you can recognize it in its different forms. What is the perimeter of Elijah's square? So the perimeter means I need to work all the way around. I have 4 eighths. I am not going to do 8 times 4. And I'm not going to do it because I just really like to keep in my brain addition for perimeter. Okay, sometimes I'll do the little, 2 times 8 plus 2 times 8, but in general, I like to kind of keep it clean in my mind. So here we have the 16 plus the 16, which I recognize I have already done. So I also get 32 yards as the perimeter. So these two figures actually have the same perimeter and different areas, right? Which is something that we often see when working with both of them. Now, on D, it says Elijah connects 3 of these squares to make one long rectangle. What is the perimeter of his rectangle? So what you have to think of here, right, is if he's putting these 3 squares together, you have to remember the length of each side, right? So this side is 8, which means this side is 8. What does it mean this side is? 8. Do I label this side? Because it is part of the square. I don't. Don't fall into the inside trap, right? We are only doing the perimeter of this one long rectangle. So we are not going to label these inside side lengths because it's not part of the perimeter, okay? So all of these are 8. And if I look at these 3 eighths here, right? How much is 3 eighths? 3 eighths is 3 times 8, which would equal 24. So this side length up here is 24. This one is also 24. And then I have an 8 and an 8. So to simplify, I'm going to go ahead and do 8 plus 24, right? And you can check them off as you go. It's a great way just to make sure you're not losing track of anything as you go. And then I have an 8 plus a 24 here. Now this is going to require some regrouping, so I'm going to go ahead and do it off to the side like I always do. You guys know me. I like to be careful. So 32 plus 32. And then here, no regrouping there. 2 plus 2 is 4 and 6. So 64. And I'm working in, I believe he was working in centimeters. So the perimeter of this figure is 64 centimeters. Number 3 says the area of Mason's rectangular painting is 72 square inches. The width of the painting is 8. Draw and estimate his painting, label the side lengths. So here they're giving us an area, right, of 72. So that means that it's going to be something, right, times 8 equals 72, right? Let's not put a question mark there. Let's just put a variable. 1 side length times 8 equals 72. So what is that? Well, what times 8 equals 72? You could think division, or you could think multiplication, but S is going to equal 7. So this figure is almost going to be square. Not quite, but it means we're going to have a side length of, it is not 7. Hello, it's 9, right? It's a 9 by 8. 9 times 8 is 72, not 8 times 7. Yeah, caught myself. Okay, so I have 8 inches by 9 inches would be the figure. What is the length of the painting? Okay, so the width was 8, and the length we can say is now 9 inches. What is the perimeter? So here, if I relabel all the way around, I have an 8 plus a 9 plus an 8 plus a 9, which is a 17 plus a 17, which is a 34. So I have a 34-inch perimeter around that figure. Mason's mom hangs the painting on the wall that already has 2 of Mason's other paintings. The areas of the other paintings are 64 square inches and 81 square inches. What is the total area of the wall that is covered with Mason's paintings? So I have to go back up here and remind myself, what was the area of this particular painting we just worked on? So I have a 72, right? Plus a 64, plus an 81. Now, these are larger numbers. There's going to likely be regrouping. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start with the 72 and the 64. And I end up with 136 here. I'm going to pull down my 81, and then I'm going to add those 2 together to get my final answer. So I have my 136 plus my 81. 8 plus 3 is 11. 217. So 217 inches squared is the total area. Okay. Covered by pictures. All right, continuing on. They make it seem really long, but these aren't too bad, right? So on number 4, it says the perimeter of Jillian's rectangular bedroom is 34 feet. The length of her bedroom is 9. Estimate to draw Jillian's bedroom and label the side lengths. All right, now be careful here. We just did an area problem where they gave us a side length, and now we're working with a perimeter, right? Which is a different process. So I have to think to myself, if I have a perimeter of 34, remember we have to cut this in half. And 34 is kind of a tricky one to cut in half. If I think about 30, I know half of 30 is 15. and half of 4 is 2. So 15 plus 2 more makes this halfway, or half of 34, 17. Okay, so I am trying to work with finding side lengths that add up to 17. Now, I don't have to list them all. Why not? Because they're telling me one of them, right? I already know one of my side lengths is going to be 9 feet. Okay, so that means I can start with my 9. What plus 9 equals 17? 9 plus 8 equals 17. You see how I did that? I didn't need to start with 1 plus 16, 2 plus this, 3 plus this, right? Because I know one of the side lengths is 9. So I just need to know what do I have to add up to that. So I have 9 feet. Oh, let's make this side the 8, since I didn't draw it to a very good estimate. So I have an 8 by 9, right? So what is the width of her bedroom? The width is 8 feet. And if you're not convinced that this is going to give us a perimeter of 34, double check it, right? 8 plus 9 equals 17. 8 plus 9, there's that doubling piece, right? 17 plus 17 equals 34. All right, what is the area of Jillian's bedroom? So area is length times width, 8 times 9. Area is going to equal 72 square feet. Okay? Jillian has a 4-foot by 6-foot rug in her room. What is the area of the floor that is not covered by the rug? So if she has an area of 72, right? Like, let's think about this in terms of a tape diagram. If you have a total area of 72, and then you have this rug that is represented by a 4 by 6-foot rug, area 4 times 6 equals 24, right? So that means the 24 square feet are here. And we need to know what part of the floor is not covered, right? So we'll put F for floor. So when we have a tape diagram that looks like this, we have a whole, we have a part, and we have an unknown. We subtract. We take away the amount covered by the rug to find out what's not covered. So I have to regroup here. I have 12 minus 4 equals 8. 6 minus 2 is 4. 48 square feet is not covered by rug. Okay? So it looks like a lot of work, but it's kind of nicely spaced out and pieced out for you. Just take your time and make sure you're focused on the information that they're giving you and the skills that you've built over this module. All right. Nice work, guys. Have at it.